I'm waiting, I'll just go and grab my coffee. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Hello. Ooh. Hello. Yes, I'm good. I've been, what have I been doing today? I've done a bit of hooping. When I had time, a little bit of hooping. Hi, JP. Hi, Shirley. Hi, National Memorial Gardens. I never know how to say your name, like, ish, not 74. Maria, and I always say M. I'm always like, M at the bottom as well. A bit of hooping, and Finn can actually do it as well, so that was good. He's been doing a bit of archery. I've not done any archery today, but I was going to do it, but I've been doing hooping. And I actually did a kettlebell workout today. A kettlebell workout because I did a kettlebell workout ages ago. Finally, I can catch you. Yeah, you've not been in for a bit. Mind you, I've not been on for a bit. I hurt my knee months and months and months and months ago, and I've been really worried that I'm going to do some damage. And it's funny because I thought I need to start exercising again. Because a friend said, how come it is you look bigger on camera than you do in real life? Hi, Red Eye Jedi. And I was like, I know, why does the camera look like? Why does the camera put weight on you? Because I can see myself on here if I look bigger. I'm not actually as big as I look on camera. And someone said that to me. I was like, well, 2 people have said to me. I went, I know, it just comes across as if I'm bigger on camera. So how does the camera put weight on you? Is it because it's got a lens? Is it because it's got a curved lens? I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah. So I got back on that today, and it was easy and it was good. And my knee's feeling all right because I did it in last time, and it was swollen for ages, and it's still hard to bend now, but I thought I need to get back into it, and I'll just get back into it slowly because I love kettlebells. Yes. Really good. They say it adds £10. Does it add to? Yeah, it looks like it adds £10. Especially because I've got the camera at this stupid angle. If it was a bit more, I don't know, and I can't get it at a good angle anyway. £10. Thick, Angelina Jolie. £10. Does it add £10? Yeah. Oh God, why? Why does it add £10? God, think of all the women that are really, really, really tiny. That cupboard, they must be like really tiny. Hi. Yeah, I'll show you my kettlebell. Hang on a minute. I should go and get my kettlebell. Go and get my kettlebell. Yes, I've got my shorts on because it's been really hot in the UK. It's been sunny. It's been hot today where I am. So my kettlebell is an 8 kilo thing, or I don't even know what it is. But it's heavy, and I've got 2. Oh, but it's pink, and it's heavy. I've got 2 because sometimes you do it with 1, and sometimes you do it with 2. So if you don't know what a kettlebell is, that's what a kettlebell is, and you do the kettlebell swing and a lot of stuff with it. And I really do like the kettlebells with, some people have seen this, let me get my book. The kettlebell book that I've got, this is a random chat by the way, this one, which is really good because It's got little it's got little workouts in it. That you do, like, which one did I do today? Workout 1. And then on day 2 you do workout 2, and then you go and do a 12-week program, and it's good and it's easy to follow. This is a good book. Yes, I need to get strong, get fit, and do a bit of archery as well, because I've got the archery thing, bow and arrow in there. I just enjoy it, and I was worried that I was going to hurt myself again. I thought, if I don't get back into it, I'm not going to get back into it. So I've started today. Yes, just today, but it's better than nothing. Also, I've been doing, before I get to the nitty gritty of what I've seen, I've been making a little, you know, a lot of people know that I do my art and I make little books and stuff like that. And I'm just making a random little little tiny journal for a little girl. You probably can't see on there, but it actually says Phoebe, for my friend's daughter. To go with a little bag. I'm going to make her a little bag and put this in a little bag. I've just been doing some tags and stuff. Making her a little, because it's a birthday soon. So, and I've been starting my, it's going to be like a festival style girl, you know, bag. It looks a bit odd at the minute, but I've started that, but it looks weird because it's nowhere near finished. So that's that. It's been gorgeous today in the UK today, I must say. It's been lovely. Start calling you Katniss. Katniss? Am I saying that right? What's Katniss? Katniss? Start calling you Katniss. What's Katniss? What's a Katniss? Or am I reading that wrong? So, was Fosca at the rally? Do you know what? I've not watched the rally properly yet. I watched a snippet and I was looking, because sometimes he's at the back, sometimes he's over there. I knew you were going to say Hunger Games, because I said that to someone today. I was like, yeah, I've got my bow and arrow. Let me go and get it. Yeah. Just a cheap one, because, you know, if I get better at it, I've hit a few bullseyes with it, but I've actually blunted the end of it. It has got a sharp end on it, but this one fell off when it hit something. So, remember when I did a little video of it, and some people were taking the mick, you know, going, oh, you can't even hit the target. I wasn't hitting no target that day. There was no target there. It looked like there was, because there was a football on the floor, but there wasn't. I can hit the target now, and I've not been doing it that long. So, yeah, one of them. Finn's got one as well. So, yeah, it's a bit of a, you know, po. I like it. Call me Pocahontas. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch all the Trump rally. I'm going to have to catch up with it. But I saw snippets of it. I was like, is anybody there? Could be at the back. But what I will say is, what I will show you is that most of you have all seen nice braided hair. Well, this is just, my hair's been washed and I can't be bothered drying it. So I just stick it in a plait. It's easier because my hair's naturally curly. So, hi Mark. What I have seen, you know, what mainstream media didn't used to like putting out or don't show on certain channels is, let me go over to Twitter's, everybody. Let's go over to Twitter's. Twitter. Let me go to Trump. The real Trumpster. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. They don't like showing all this sort of stuff, do they? You know, how many people were there. Look at the golden sunshine, folks. They don't like showing all the people there. There's one with music, but, you know, where is it? Let me see. 3 people passed out. I think I'd pass out as well. I'm sorry, if I was there, I'd be well scanning for JFK Jr. I'd be like, woohoo! But I haven't watched it properly. But there was something else on Twitter actually that's quite funny to do with Flat Earth as well and disinformation and blah blah blah. This is pretty random tonight. Hi to everybody in chat. Let me see if I can find it. Santa Claus of the United States of America put on this. Now, it's about a bit of disinformation, like they thought they were in brackets, scrubbed everything, disinformation. SCOTUS at the real Trump, how did you get them to end at 420? It just goes on about, I don't need to go read it all out, but it says at the bottom, just to shut the flat earthers up, Q, is the earth flat? No, Q. Remember about disinformation, folks. And then let's just listen to this. Hang on.
Ryan today, when I asked him, do you believe Speaker
CNN
Ryan today, when I asked him, do you believe
Clinton
President
narcissistic
Trump,
news,
when he said that Trump Tower was wiretapped, he said no, and he said that I don't believe any such wiretap exists. And also today, Jake, Adam Schiff, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, told me that he expects James Comey to say at a Monday public hearing that Trump Tower was not wiretapped. And Schiff himself has had conversations with James Comey in a classified setting. So we'll see if Comey actually does that. But it seems, as Jeff was saying earlier, that the president is isolated in his beliefs here because he's got virtually no support on Capitol Hill on this statement, Jake.
It's amazing to watch the White House continue to argue that the earth is flat. Jeff Zeleny, Manu Raju, thank you so much.
Speaker Ryan today, when I asked him, do you believe got virtually no support on Capitol Hill on this statement, Jake?
It's amazing to watch the White House continue to argue that the earth is flat. Jeff Zeleny, Manu Raju, thank you so much.
Speaker
the earth is flat, the earth is flat. So, just thought that was funny. I look like Pocahontas. See, because my hair looks darker. I'm still contemplating dyeing it yet. Everyone's like, no, yes, 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 no. I'm like, no, don't know. Oh no, Crystal Keith. Yeah, I'm dyslexic as well in a sense. So that was that. Obviously on I Am SCOTUS's channel on YouTube has got some really good videos up at the minute. I can't even remember what I've seen. Oh yeah, what I was basically coming on talking about, because it hasn't got a title yet, it probably says Dolly and Roxanne, it always says that till I have to change it when I come off, is hi Jennifer Winterburn. Who's Jennifer Winterburn? You know? Or is that a celebrity or something? I don't know. Is The Great Awakening, and I don't know why it came out in that tone, but The Great Awakening worldwide, you know, it's not just American, not UK. It is worldwide. Don't know why that voice came. I just want to let people know that I don't know if anyone went over before, but something said about the sun, we like the real sun, not this fake sun. Well, you've just reminded me of what I was going to talk about as well. I had a dream. I have a dream. Right, so the dream, right, I've really not, obviously you can tell that I don't write nothing down and never really organise, so this is just random, but yeah, so there's a dream, then we're going to go into the Great Awakening, and then we're going to go into It's All Right, what you're purging and stuff, because I'm seeing this everywhere, and I've spoke to 2 people today, and like, it's okay, I you know, we're all going through it, so you believe it's batshit crazy, but some of us have a different perception to things and a different way of looking, and we see things beyond the veil and the curtain. And just let me show you something else that was on Twitter today. Dolly, look at me. Sorry, I'm not. Where am I going now? Going back up. JFK Jr. was there, and I get it. He's always there. I reckon he's always there. I'll have to have a look at the rally. You can give me some clues this time. Normally I spot it. I just haven't watched it all. I'm just going to my Twitter page Um, Oh, good, Jennifer. Good, 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 good. Well, I'm going to talk about the Great Awakening in a minute, and it's only the way I see it. If you don't see it like that, that's fan, very on. It's okay, people. It's okay. Right. We always talk about Beyond the Veil, The Wizard of Oz, which was one of my favourite films. Everyone goes, Monarch, 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 bloody brainwashing. Yeah, we know, but just saying, it's like this, isn't it? The Wizard of Oz, the little man behind the curtain. And this is on Pay No Attention to That Man Behind the Curtain. What's going on behind the curtain? And that's JFK Jr. 2024, dedicated to all the nameless YouTube prophets. So, yes, it was quite funny. So, let's get into it. So it's pretty random. People who watch me sort of know my thoughts on stuff. Anyway, there's a clue. He's right behind Trump, where he normally always is. Look here, look there, look here. White. I knew you were going to say white hat because I actually watched something with SCOTUS or somebody saying something about, no, JFK Jr., something on Twitter and it said white hat, so I will have a good look. The one I was watching, I couldn't see properly. Black jacket, JFK June 24 on Twitter, put it on. Oh, it must have been that I saw, but I've not checked it out, so I promise I will. So thank you, because the thing is, I know, we know he's live, so it's all good, even if you miss him. It's not because I missed it, I've just not looked at it properly. I'm seeing things for the first time. Good. So, I had a dream last night. I had a dream. Sorry, I just feel like singing when I had a dream last night, and I've not dreamt for quite a bit, for a couple of months or something. Or I think we dreamed, but I didn't remember it. So I get in. My dream was I was talking about it this morning. Is I got out of bed, I woke up in my dream, like I was sleeping in my dream. I woke up. I went to the window in my dream. I looked out the window. It was morning, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh, the sun's there." And the black sun was right next to it. There was two suns, I'm assuming like the white sun and the black sun. And I'm like, whoa. And my son's like, well, and, like kids probably on his computer game, like Groot, Groot in the, what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's just playing on his game all the time and he's never really doing anything while they're all kicking off in the background. It's just like, I was like, look, two suns in the sky right next to each other. Oh my god. Then I go and watch Flat Earth Paradise because I knew he'd put a new one up, and I was like, oh my god. He's talking about the white sun and the black sun, polarity coming together, the white and the black sun, bringing all that duality together, or sort of how he says it. And I was like, no way, have I just dreamt about that? And then I watched his video and I was like, oh my god. Yes, well, a lot of us know about the Freemasons agenda. It's all in the films, people. They put everything out there in symbology. That's why Q said symbology, symbols will be the downfall. We know about the films. We know about the Freemasons. We know about the crappy New World Order agenda. That's being taken down anyway. The powers that are not anymore. We know about all that. We know about numerology. A lot of us do. We know how it all works. And that's why I say once you've had the blinkers taken off, you can't unsee what you've seen, what you know. This is why the Great Awakening's happening, and they can't stop it, because once you know, and they know once we know, it's game over. How can you have secret societies and secrets when everybody knows what you're doing? And we know where to look, and we know who you are. Game over, people. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So, I had the dream about the two suns, watched Flat Earth Paradise. I'm just going to play a little bit. I'm not going to show you. It's just like listen to it, because you can go and check it out yourself if you didn't already. And then I'm going to talk about the Great Awakening and what I believe, and some of us believe to be the Great Awakening, and it's okay to be going through some of the things you're going through. If you're new to it or not new to it or have been on it forever, it doesn't matter. I've seen people on it forever that are even still saying today it's hard, but it is. But let me go over. Not called the Great Awakening for nothing, folks. It's not called the greatest time to be alive for nothing either. So, let me go over. Right. So the one he's put up today or yesterday, when it was a quite newish one. Well, Leslie, this is what I'm talking about, is what you've just said there. I feel like I'm on my own, nobody to talk to, respond to me, completely agree with JFK. This is what I'm going to go into the chat in a minute, because everyone thinks you're mental, but you're not mental, and you're very welcome in this chat, because we're all on the same, near enough the same wavelength, most of us in here. So this is what I'm talking about, because I've seen people putting this up, and this is why I'm going to say the Great Awakening is different to any other so-called awakening that might have happened or so-called happened before. It hasn't. This has not happened before. Yeah, the veil is being lifted. So hang on in there, Leslie. I'm about to talk about this and why people feel on their own. And I even said to someone today, you're not on your own. There's loads of us. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute, because people need to know you are not on your own. And if that's one message I can give, that's one message I'm going to give in a minute. So hang on in there and I'll let you know. So people can poo-hoo what I'm saying, that's up to them. People who don't research will poo-hoo it. I'm not really bothered, and we're all on a sort of different way of learning things. I said that to Fifth World today, because I managed to get in a channel today and said, it doesn't matter if you're not waking up, well, it does matter if you're waking up, but I believe everyone's going to do it anyway. But if you're not, if you go into people's channels and they've got different things, because there's a lot of truth in communities with different things, I always say resonate. You might not resonate with all somebody's saying, because there are channels out there. I don't mean our channels and who we communicate with, who put truth and lies in. That's what the secret societies do as well. But, yeah, no fear. But I resonate with some people, and then some bits the same, like I don't know, because maybe they're still confused. I could still be confused. I'm not saying I'm right and everything. I'm just saying, you know, this is what I believe, but I do feel a change coming. And it is whether they like it or not. And I believe it's for the better. So I had this dream, and then I watched Flat Earth Paradise channel, and I'm just going to play a little bit before I go into the whole Great Awakening and why it's all right to feel shitty sometimes about it, or feel on your own, and going through all that, and you're not on your own. So I'm going to go that in a minute. I'm just going to play a little bit of this, but I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to play it.
Our Lady at the North, the acronym for Notre Dame.
Now, he's obviously talking about the North. Flat Earth is the North Pole, and what's there. And I've talked about the Aurora Borealis and the energy and the things that they're hiding from us and all this, that, and the other. Some might not get if you're new on here, I don't know, but I'm just going to play a bit of it.
Elliptic prophecies, and it's a very sensitive subject now within this community. But I think you will actually see what I'm telling you.
And it's called The End of Tribulation, Ascension, 2020 Singularity. We're going to have 2020 vision. I think Fifth World has 2020 vision. It's seen what's not been seen before. What's always been there, I believe. But just listen to it.
So in the last live stream, we discussed 12/21, this winter solstice 2019, as being the date when the shift will occur. The shift meaning the dissolution into the 0 point. We will be returning back to our eternal Hyperborean forms at the singularity point. The only destruction that's going to occur is the destruction of the magnetic field of everything within this Metatronic grid. You could call it the end, but it's really a new beginning. Last year, during a ski trip in the slopes of Colorado,
they've always put films out there, it's the end of the world. Well, the end of the world's been the end of the world so many times. It's the apocalypse. The apocalypse doesn't mean that. It means lifting off the veil. It's the end of the Tapper 77. It's the end of the world for them, as they know it. The one that they've been pulling over our eyes. We're beginning to wake up.
I was given a caduceus from an emerald light that shot out from the sun, the Aurora Borealis herself. This goddess energy told me in telepathic communion, not only that we had nothing to worry about and that we were holographic projections from the North Pole, but also
Aurora
December
Borealis
21st, 2019 would signify the return to Eden. However, I never stated this until recently because of this sensitivity that has resulted from all of these dates being thrown around. Now, many of you are going to say 12/21/2012 was supposed to be the end, right? The winter solstice of 2012. This date was broadcasted on the History Channel in mainstream media, on conspiracy websites, but it never happened. It came and went.
Doomsday, doomsday, the end of the world. It never came, did it? Trying to scare people. It's all about fear-mongering people.
A lot of us felt a little duped. But I'm informing you, this actually was the beginning of a transitionary period.
I remember that. Now, does anyone remember people going, oh, the shift's coming, 2012 went, and everyone was like, that's why I believe people get so down with it now. They just keep saying this, they just keep saying that. That's when it started getting to its height, started. And you can see, if you look back at 2012, CERN, we would say CERN, not CERN, the Mandela effect, all stuff like that, whether you believe what it is or it isn't, started kicking in more.
Period until we hit this winter solstice. 2012 was a designed to spring transitionary. This is why the truth got crazy from 2012 onwards. Mandela effect was appearing more and more. Flat Earth gained traction. Ultimately, where we are now. In Revelation, Christ's return and the rapture won't occur until the 7 years of tribulation will undergo a shift in which we will finally see with full clarity. This means the dissolving of this realm coincides with winter solstice, right before we achieve full clarity, 2020 vision. North Pole in Pi numerology gives us the values of 21 and 12. We are essentially going through the looking glass to the other side. So if you mirror this, it says 12:21. We instantly think of the Rush song 21:12. Opening lyrics are, "The meek shall inherit." Could this song be about
Living
the
souls?
144,000. Earth is an anagram for heart. So the meek, 144,000, shall return back to the heart space. Not to mention, the time of the opening to the song is 2 minutes 19 seconds, like 2019. This is the emergency, because we are merging the masculine and the feminine, the conscious and the unconscious. And by 2020, we shall see with 2020 vision. The movies coming out in December 2019 tell us everything. Star Wars, gematria equals 119. That's the same thing as 911. And the last episode of Star Wars, which there will be no more Star Wars. 9th episode, remember, completion, comes out December 20th, 2019, 1 day before solstice. It's the final episode of Star Wars series. And of course, Star Wars has been allegorizing the battle between light and dark. No coincidences. Watch the trailer. It specifically states the saga comes to an end and flashes a little emerald green light afterward.
Why did they call the End Games, the new one that's come out, the End Games? Everything's the End Games for them. Game over.
Of course, most of the movies coming out this year have to do with end, right? The sequel to the new Jumanji movie is coming out, and for those who have been following my work, you absolutely know that Emerald Eye of the Jaguar and the Aurora Borealis that comes out of it all has to do with our inevitable disillusion. 21st chapter in Revelation produces it's considered a state in which those ultimately destined for heaven must first undergo purification. But in a non-specific sense, purgatory means a condition or state of suffering or torment, especially one that is temporary.
Don't you think we have been tormented? I do.
Dante's Divine Comedy is a Florentine poem from the 14th century, which not only reveals the nature of this current existence, of purgatory, but what lies beyond its torment, door, or gate.
Are you in a minute?
L refers to the electromagnetic field of the earth. By collectively climbing up the terraces of Mount Purgatorio, up Jacob's Ladder, we've gotten closer and closer to the gate at the center, the electromagnetic broadcast from the Axis Mundi. In the biblical story of Babel, it's said that humanity was working together to reach the heavens. The whole world had one language and a common speech, but then humanity was given different languages and separated from this tower. This speech is not a literal tongue as the story may suggest at
It is Flat Earth Paradise, the one that's the newish one that's just come out.
first glance,
It's going off in a minute.
but is revealing to us a unity consciousness which created the different levels of perception before
Like a
scattering
spiral.
itself into fragmentation. We tore ourselves away from the infinite, not because we were bad, not because we were kicked out, but because we chose to embark on this timeline of fragmentation. Therefore, we built the purgatorial system
Alright,
before
double.
scattering ourselves. This is what the story of Babel is referring to. So, we have Mount Purgatorio climbing up and up.
I think I like the
until
spiral.
we reach the final destination, Eden, the North Pole, the emerald dream of the goddess. At the end of the Lord of the Rings movies, after all of the battles
Can I just say I love Lord of the Rings, and it's Lord of the Rings. The Rings. You get it? Lord of the Rings.
have been fought, we see a gathering of the devoted warriors
Return of the King, wink wink, nudge nudge, you know what I'm talking
on
about.
top of what looks exactly like Mount Purgatorio.
Energy's buzzing today.
This day does not belong to one man, but to all. Let us together rebuild this world. That we may
Together.
share in the days of
After all of the pain, strife, and confusion in Middle Earth, there is finally a
Haven't we all had pain and confusion in Middle Earth? You know, just saying.
sense of tranquility and sovereignty. Sovereignty over the electromagnetic field. For now,
Sovereignty.
they sit atop purgatory. We could say the return to Eden means the return to a state of pure manifestation, becoming the Lords of the Rings.
We're the Lords of the Rings.
Round and round we've walked in Purgatorio, like the
Spiral.
hand of a clock in perpetual motion, like the cyclicality of the movement of the stars, sun, the moon, the seasons, like the samsaric cycle of birth and death. It seems like everything here has been a loop, but it's by funneling ourselves through time, which has allowed for this dualistic stream of consciousness to manifest perfectly as a guiding force of wisdom. This is like the merry-go-round. Round and round, we funnel through time, through our many incarnations, purging ourselves of everything that does not resonate with wholeness.
I think that's
until
what we're doing
we
now.
reach the top. And as I've described, the top is really the center. So a lot of people often talk about ascension
Sweet
as
sea.
a process of moving upwards, that the tree of life
Yeah, it's a game.
climbed up. And
Fair
up
game.
here we have Asgard, here we have Midgard. All of these are just different dimensional frequencies.
I'll put my perception on it in a minute. My, you know,
Earth is the
everyone's got
heart.
different ones.
Earth is the heart, and so we don't want to leave the heart. We can't leave. I'm informing you that Mount Meru is not literally
Center.
a mountain that is going upwards where there's the lower underneath and the higher above. And it's the same thing with this diagram. We need to read between the lines. This isn't a physical diagram explaining a literal motion of going round and round until we hit the center. This is talking about a metaphysical transformation. And once this purging is over, after all, that's what purgatory is for.
It's a dumping
ground. Once this, you will return back to center. And these physical 666 carbon suits will return back to their original plasma state. This is an inversion. The inversion is coming from...
This is 666.
When the great inversion occurs, the spin of the universe will be reversed upon itself.
Recent decades, there's been much talk about a pole shift.
I'll come and chat in a minute.
That sparks the end times, the end of time, the transformation of Earth. Looking at the basic model of Earth, the north polarity is the center, the south polarity being everything projected outwards. So the inversion, the pole shift, which will occur when this timeline ends, be the north and south polarity merging. This is
the dream I had last night. The black and the white sun.
Of your
above and below.
Demonstrated here by the above and below chakras, which merge into the heart, the north polarity. This is the inversion, when balance is finally achieved, returning to
all
the
about
true
balance,
form, the true blueprint. The toroidal field looks just like an hourglass because we've been stuck in time as long as the south polarity has been sustained. We've been out of the throne.
The center.
And this is exactly what the age of Aquarius is speaking of. It's the waters from above coming down to merge with the waters from below. And as I've stated many times, the above and below are two manifestations of the same polarity. And so Aquarius coming down is the same thing as coming up. The above and below will be merging, and we will go back to the original
balance.
So everything we see as far as politics and culture and environmental destruction and all of these traumas that are embedded within our psyches, all of these things, as real as they seem, they're all caricatures reflecting back to us what happens when we leave the center.
The pole shift might very well be the shift in consciousness of our Mother Earth moving from negative north from... Yep, we'll talk about that in a minute when this goes off.
Purgatory is depicted as a location of terrible
suffering. So good.
But it differs greatly from hell because the souls on the mountain...
Yeah, I've seen they live.
...undergo their sufferings in order to right themselves and take their place in paradise. There is an order in which beings must purge their weaknesses. It is arduous and painful work, but is required to return back to the heart space, something which hasn't been lost or defiled, only temporarily put on lockdown, removed from our perception. This is a process in which the living souls return to a condition of first innocence, of existential newness. Ultimately, this place is a divine comedy, because when all is said and done, none of this suffering will linger like a dark cloud over us. It will be nothing but a distant dream. The earthly paradise in Dante's poem is like a beautiful, lush garden. It is the place where human life began.
Going off in a minute so I can come in.
None of the inhabitants show any sign of disease or death. The trees are beautiful, the flowers are lush, and everything smells fresh and fragrant. It is a place of eternal peace and longevity.
So, just wanted to say, those of you who've come in, hang on a minute, just switch that off. I believe, in my way of seeing things, that we are going back to here. When you think of a cross, your arms go across, your body goes across. Where that centre point is here. Heart, centre, your balance, heart, matched up with Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, Sophia, whatever. There's many different words for the same thing, Christ consciousness, whatever. It's going back to centre of what we really are. We've been put in trauma. All of us have been put in trauma. You may not think you have. Some worse than others. If you don't think you're in trauma, these people that are going to wake up that are not awake yet are going to be in some sort of trauma, because believe me, if you know about what's really going on behind that curtain, or the illusions they've been putting up to us, it does put you in trauma when you find out some of the nasty stuff. And just even the sort of stuff that, how can I say it, like people just think, oh, it's government, oh, it's this, oh, it's Tommy Robinson, oh, it's this, that, and the other, oh, it's that, blah, 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 oh, it's Trump, blah, blah, blah. No, it goes much deeper than that. And it puts you in trauma, because when I first woke up properly to all the stuff, I thought I knew some, it was like 2 weeks of crying uncontrollably, hating the world, hating people, hating, just like so mad, and then you have to get over it. This is what I'm going to talk about now for all you lot that may be going through it, still going through it. I know there's people that know. I was talking to someone today that still know, and it's still hard. Yes, and it does go much deeper, because one of the biggest lies ever is what we live on and where we're from and the power we hold, and it goes on and on and on and on. So, like I say, we think we're all awake, but there's probably much more stuff because it's so deep. But Q does go into all this as well. But what I'm going to say is, I'm not going to get into an argument of, what we know and how deep it is. It's mega deep. See, some people in the UK that just think Tommy Robinson is the thing, with the government and the things that are going on with all what's going on with that. And it's like, no. It's even deeper than that, deeper, because it's more beyond the veil of things, more beyond the perception of people that they can't see, more that their brain will not be able to you just won't be able to, I don't even know what the right word is, wrap their brain around any of it, because I'm not being funny. I cannot believe the stuff I've been talking about on here. I cannot believe me and my dad talk about the stuff we've been talking about off here and on here, because if you don't know, my dad comes into chat sometimes, that we would ever, as father and daughter, be talking about the stuff we've been talking about. Sounds like a frigging science fiction, fantasy, some sort of story, legend thing that's not real. I don't even know what the right words to say are. Like, I never thought I'd get to my age now, I will jump in chat in a minute, and be talking about, whether half of it's true or not, the things we're talking about today. To wake up to think, where the hell do we live? What are we? Who are you? Who am I? Where do we come from? Oh my effing God. What the fuck? Sorry, but it's true. It is true. Let me just see what you're saying. Yeah, comprehend. I can't even get the word out. Comprehend what the hell has been going on, because it has been hell. It's coming back though, folks. And you got to laugh at it, really, because, let me go back and see what I'm saying. We have had a mind game played. We have had a mind game played us. Yes, we have. People can't perceive the vastness of it. No, they can't. We don't have the vocabulary to it. No, we can't even express it. That's why there's so many people out there, so many brilliant channels trying to get the truth out, and people are like, oh, it's this, that, and the other, and oh, it's this word, and it's that word, and that's a wrong word, and that's a wrong God use, or that. It's like, well, there's that many names of this different things which mean the same thing all over the world. That's why everyone's getting confused. and they like that because they want us confused because then we don't know the truth. But yeah, check out 007's latest track on his channel. He's done a really good one. I can't remember what you called it. See the Lies, was it? See the Lies or something? And it is a game, and I believe, like, Flat Earth Paradise was saying to 007 today, because he was like, oh, I said, you see how you want to see it and take, like, resonate what you resonate. What I saw that said, there's my dad now, it becomes easier when you accept you've been lied to all your life. Exactly. When you know you've been lied to all your life, I just think nothing on this plane will surprise me. And you can all sit there and think what you want, any newbies, like, oh yeah, she's just like, it wouldn't matter. You know? Aliens fell out the sky. I don't know. Noah's Ark came floating by. I'm just saying that being daft, but I just mean nothing will surprise me, because the things I've been finding out, it's like, well, we've all been lied to, so who knows? You know what I mean? Anything. Everything we have been told has been a lie. Yeah, history's a lie. They slowly change history so the next generations don't know. So it changes all things in history to delete stuff that where we came from and what we really are, if you want to sort of put it that way. Absolutely mind-blowing stuff. Used to go to bed, wake up and think I'd dreamt it all, found out it's real. Yeah, and most people have had that thing of... and you can't say you haven't, because most people have had that thing where they hang on, switch that off a minute. I've had that thing where they have woke up at some point and gone, why are we working, and then we drop dead at the end of it, and then we are supposedly die, and then there's nothing, like they would say on that side. What is that all about? Like, what? Like, why are we here? We all say that, like, why are we here? I think now, yeah, realize sees realize, is it? It's like, yeah, is it a game? And we decide. I like to think of it as like a game. We came here to play this game to experience the physical, because if you're sort of, I don't know, a light bird is something you can't touch things, like to enjoy the physical. Maybe if Earth is the centre of the universe, we come here to experience these things. I like to sort of see it like this, and it sort of got hijacked, so we all got trapped in it. You know, just reincarnating round and coming back in like a trap. The greatest fear is people waking up. Yeah, but I'll come back in a minute when I just talk about this. But we sort of came here to remember, to wake up, to remember. We're all starting to remember. We're all waking up anyway, and realising that we are more powerful than they are, and it is bonkers. It is bonkers. I still think I'm a dream. Like, what's going on? What is going on? What about lies about absolute truth, confusing perception? Yeah, it's a perception, and it confuses us. So that's why they stick much stuff out there to confuse us. But when you feel it with your heart, like I keep saying, I know something good's coming. It's not just with the Q thing that I follow, because I see things changing all over. You can see it. If you cannot look round with your eyes wide open at what's happening around the world right now, and you cannot tell me that there isn't revolutions going on everywhere. Yes, there's chaos. Out of chaos comes the calm. Out of trauma, all this stuff about like when you wake up, you'll have trauma, even trauma of like friends falling out with you, or people thinking you're mad and stuff like that. And I want to say to everybody, they all think that, and you think you're alone. You're not alone. There's channels like mine, only a little channel. There's channels all over, truth channels. We're all talking, even if you're not on the same sort of wavelength, but you're on some sort of things, because that's okay. That you're realising, hang on a minute, other people are talking about this, and it's sort of making sense. And I felt like that. Like, you will feel, me too, I mean, it looks like it will be scary, but I don't think it will be scary. It's scary in a sense of, when change comes, nobody likes change. So let's do an example of, when you go for a new job, it's scary because you're wondering who you're going to meet. Are the people going to be nice? You're so used to doing something such a way. We're so used to being here in this way the world has been to us, whatever age you are, of how you've grown up. If all of a sudden, for example, this is just an example, the sky changed colour to purple, and we had two suns, and all of a sudden, like, things melted away, and I don't know, it was just beautiful, and you can manifest everything, and I don't know, just great things. Like the veil came down and the Matrix went away, and it was just like what we were before, whatever it was. Like, we lived in a world of like Avatar, which is a bit like this is an Avatar. You'd be like, this is really scary. If you're looking at something you've never seen before, yeah, you're gonna be like, holy shit, what? Ooh, is it an alien encounter? Oh my god, it's so scary. What are these things here? Let's go and kill it. Because you've not seen it before. That's the same in a job. I know that sounds a bit batshit crazy, but it is. You're doing something new. Nobody likes change when they've been doing something for so long. People might not even like change when the real change comes, because it's like, oh my god, you've just broken my little bubble up, and like, I don't know what to do. But we're all going through it. The thing is, you're not going to be doing it on your own. You're not doing it on your own. We're doing it together. We're doing it together, and the others will come whether they're awake or not. They're going to have to in the end. Not by force. They're just going to realise, I believe. And that's sort of how I see things. And I also think with the New World Order, they were going on about Project Bluebeam, and someone said something the other day. But then again, could you look at it like maybe they were going on about Project Bluebeam because if something did happen that looked pretty whack, they'd want you to think it was Project Bluebeam, to not believe it, you know, to start. I can't sort of get out what I mean, but I think some of you know what I mean. Easter, the fear veil lifted for me, yeah. And people are feeling changes. Like last week, I've had a 2 weeks on and off sort of chilling because I felt like I had a hangover every day. I don't really drink, so I just felt low on energy today. I'm buzzing today. I was buzzing yesterday. We go up and down. It's easier to fool people than to convince people they have been fooled. Yeah, exactly. It is. It's easier to fool people than to convince people they've been lied to. It is. And what it is with a lot of people is they don't want to feel, you know, if they think they're quite clever and intelligent, that they've been fooled. I'm seeing a lot of people out there who you would think were quite intelligent, you know, they're all there. I went to university, not slagging off everyone who went to university, I'm just saying, I went to university, you know, I've got my degree, oh, I'm so clever. I haven't been deceived. Even these people screaming in the streets, like, even at the Tommy Robinson thing yesterday, and he's been joking with people, asking them questions. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just following mainstream media. They're not doing their own research. They think they're clever. They might look at people like me and think, oh, she's a bit Dolly daydreaming. No wonder she's got a name like that. Her YouTube name is that. That's what some people say. Hey, at least I can dream. At least I can think outside that box. You know? The Saturn box thing, whatever it is, the black box, whatever one will call it, everyone goes mad about that name as well. At least I can think beyond the veil, and I'm not in fear, and I'm saying bring it on, come on, bring it on. And believe everything and nothing, because the world is not what we think it is, and we have been lied to. But these people who will solely cling on to the last breath of like, no, I won't believe it, this is our world. Is it really? People who don't even know about Q, don't even know what's going on in the world, whatever, not even into, you don't have to be into all that, are starting to wake up just looking at the media and what is actually coming out now, thinking this isn't adding up. Why is all this stuff going on? But I do believe there's a lot of stuff going on, because now I look at the world as in, I will come in chat in a minute, like, what we see is being reflected of what we don't want, and we see that in ourselves. I see it in me, I see it in people I talk to. I still get angry and stuff. I'm trying to can it down because we're going back to here. So what I'm trying to say to people is, you can be wide awake as a wide awake. You could have been a wide awake for years and years and years. You could have just come on it. You could have been on it for a few years like me. But I sort of knew something was going on ages ago, but didn't know to what extent. Like we all do have the inkling, because we all know deep down inside, really, know thyself, is you will get angry. Really angry. This is what I see of a lot of the things with what the Tommy Robinson thing is. Oh, there's a lot of people there watching the news about him and getting angry, and all they want to do, high lift the lid, is kick off. It's not about kicking off. It's not about getting violent. Though that is going to happen, because there's people like that. And you want to be like that sometimes when you first find out, but then you realise after, None of that's going to do anything. It's just going to keep us going around in circles and keep being violent. We've got to hone it in. We've got to work together. We've got to do this, we the people. It's not Trump. It's us. It is, yeah, it's about unconditional love and compassion. Yeah. And even Fifth Will said today, she might see this after, is I've had some people saying, oh, you're so angry, and I've had arguments with other people about this. Oh, you're so angry, you're not this, you're not that. Ooh, you come across on YouTube as so positive. Ooh, you're saying this to me, you speak to me like that. And the person will know if they're listening. Yeah, maybe I'm venting on that person. But the thing is, just like Fifth said today, I think, in her live chat, is we do it out of love. That might sound bonkers to some people, because I like the spiritual side, but I'm sick of some of the spiritual teachers out there saying, oh my God, I'm doing 666. Not really, no. It's, oh, got to be all holy and all this, that and the other. Well, like I said, you broke me in half and you'd see my true essence. It's out of love. It's out of compassion. I don't care what people say. It is because I know me, and I know why I do this. I know why I get so infuriated sometimes, and I've even shouted at my mum sometimes. It's because I love them and I want them to see what I see, but I've realised you can't always do that, and I've got to let it go, because they will come along with us. No one's being left behind. I don't believe anyone's being left behind. What I believe it is if you are playing the game as in you knew, like say the Illuminati, or I don't know which side's what now, just say that the evil ones, the Rothschilds, the elites, they knew our power. They hid it from us so we didn't wake up, and then their world would be over, their money and what they've been doing to humanity. They knew. So the people who know it's the end of the world for them, they're not going nowhere. They're not going back to Heart Centre. They're not going because they deceived us. We're innocent. Yeah, we might have done things, as in we might have played into things, like people have done things for money, keeping up with the Joneses. Some people have done worse things. Isaac Cappy said, you know, he did things for money. Some people have done worse things, but sometimes it's because, like we said, people have got blackmailed. People have got, they've been deceived. We've been deceived. If we knew properly at the time, and you weren't under some sort of deception, some sort of hijack, some sort of blackmailing, whatever you want to call it, people wouldn't be doing it. I think there are greedy people out there who just don't give a toss. Well, you won't be going either. That's sort of how I see it. I see it as, don't worry about, if you're still worried about your family and friends waking up and you're sick of arguing with them, just do you. And the people that you can speak to on YouTube, and the people that you may know about that do speak about it, and just wait for them to come to you. And when it happens, you're there to help and explain. So don't worry about it. I'm realising that now. After going to my mum's at weekend, I told her, she was like, why are you like this? And I was like, and then I'm like, oh God, it's because, and she's like, why is it so important? And I'm like, because it is, because humanity needs it. And it was a big argument. And then she sort of calmed down after. Then I sort of told her the story about JFK and JFK Jr. and the elites and what if this and what if that. And she was like, oh yeah, I get that. She knows some of it. And then I came home thinking, right, I've got to stop this. I'm just not going to, she knows what I think. And I just hope that she'll be proud of me one day that I have spoke about this, see something, say something. I have done something. Some people are doing things on foot. That's brilliant, out on the streets. I can't because of my situation. So I do it on here. It's any way you can. And that doesn't mean you have to be on YouTube. That doesn't mean you have to be marching in the street. You could just be talking to someone. If you wake one person up, does that person wake another person up? Does that person wake another two people up? That's how it goes. It's a domino effect, and that's what's happening. Was clear today in the southwest. Last week was terrible. Yeah, this don't get me wrong, there's some shit going on about, everywhere, and what we're seeing, but to me it's a purge. That's a purge as well. It's a purge of what we don't want, but it's a purge also so people sat behind the TVs, or not sat behind the TVs, can see what is going on and what we do not want. Conspiracy theorists, conspiracy analysts, conspiracy therapist, Dolly Daydream. Yeah. So, we had wacky clouds today, not chemtrails. Yeah, Double O had wacky clouds today. So I'm just saying, try not to worry so much about giving people a red pill. You know, a lot of us are awake now. There's a lot of us asleep as well. But, you know, you realise, the thing is, when you first wake up, and I'm not going into the argument of who knows what and who knows where and how deep it is. I'm just saying, to any extent, you want to shout it out to the world. You want to shout it to your family, shout it to your friends, get outside. But you realise that people are just like, fucking hell, she's batshit crazy. Like, what? When they're asleep. They've got to come to it themselves. We're all coming to it in our own divine time. Someone might have done it 20 years ago, 40 years ago, not here anymore. Some might have done it 10 years ago. Some might have done it 5 years ago. Some might have just started waking up today, tomorrow, next week. It doesn't matter. We're all waking up, and this is what they fear. But it's tough because it's been going for a while, and the momentum is going because of this, because of connections, because people are talking. Owen Benjamin, the lovely Owen Benjamin, did a live stream today with his mum, and they were talking about the olden days when they didn't speak about certain things because that's what they didn't do. They don't speak like they do today. That's probably half the problem why things didn't get solved and talked about and history got hidden up, because people weren't talking properly. Now we talk, and we ain't afraid of talking, and that's why they were bringing censorship in, and hate speech is free speech. That's what it is. That's what, and they put it under a different name, and that's why they do it, because they want us to shut up, not speak about it, so nobody knows what's going on. Well, it's tough because we're not shutting up, and we're never going to shut up, and that's worldwide. Just, yeah, as 007 says, just plant your seeds and watch them grow, and I'm watching it grow. That's why, sorry to people out there who might say, not talking to you, like, I watched Owen Benjamin, his mum, I wish my mum was like, exactly, is, some people say to me, well, you need to go within yourself, and I saw Fifth say this on her channel as well. It's like, yes, we do, it's about going within, it's our centre, but I see it different, as in, I keep saying, I've said this before, it's the physical coming with spiritual. It's never happened before. That's why things are changing. It's beyond the veil. Things are happening different. It's not happened before. And I see it as in, yes, we do. But some people don't know how to do that, and they need help, and they need to be woken up first to do that. They can't go within themselves if they don't know. But just that little nudge. But also, no, we can't be stopped from talking. Oh, they think they can, but they haven't, have they? It's gone against them. They like to think they have. I want to see this playing out. I want to see this, the greatest show that ever was, if you want to call it that, the greatest game, the greatest time to be alive. It's the Great Awakening. Why would you not want to be, as Q says, sitting back with the popcorn and watching it? I'm loving coming across different channels of how people are waking up, whether the snippets, they're mixed up or whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as they're starting to talk about things and to look at like what mainstream media is saying and thinking, hang on a minute, it doesn't matter. It's all in the awakening. If you don't go within, you go without. Yeah. But to me, we need to know where we've come from to see that. And it is about going back to heart. But there's some of us that want to nudge people in the right direction, though they've got to do it themselves. That's the thing with, we don't have to get too involved with it. People will come in their own time. You will go to channels or speak to people out there, whatever, in your own way, with the way you understand it. It doesn't matter if someone's doing a channel and you're like, I don't get it. You will resonate with what you resonate, and that is how you learn, with the things that you resonate. It's a master 4D, 5D chat. Yeah, Trump was very good at chess. I believe JFK Jr. was as well. I think his son is as well. But it's just that thing of not worrying too much now, because we're all doing it, all in our divine time. Lifting the lid. Oh, I thought you said lifting the lid. Is it? Oh. No, there is no stopping what's coming. And what's really funny is, Tommy Robinson said the other day, he stood up and I can't remember where it was, it might have been Liverpool, and he's like, Trump, yeah, Trump, go Trump, he's got the right idea, blah, blah, blah. And then he said something about, there's a change coming, because if there's a change coming, biggest change ever, there's a change coming and nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it. That's what Q said. It doesn't matter what they do, it's coming, and they know it's coming. They can't change what's coming because it was meant to happen, so they can't stop it. That's why they've always put films out there. doomsday, the end of the world, an asteroid's going to hit Earth. They'd probably tried to make something happen, because I believe that's what they were trying to do. This, that and the other. No, it's the end of the world for them, as they knew it. We're going back to what we were. Aye. I put it on my Facebook now. My family won't work and encourage to challenge beliefs. Stuff. That's what I mean. People are scared of putting their stuff on Facebook and this, that and the other. Because why should people do that if you put stuff up about Tommy Robinson or Trump or Q, that you're going to get fired from your job or this, that and the other? Everyone's going to have a go at you. I did it the other week and someone asked me if I was all right and who am I hanging around with, and we're all going to look out for you and they'll keep me safe. And I'm like, what? What? Everyone should be able to have their own opinion, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be, but this is what they're doing. But people are realising now, we've got to stand up, shout out loud and put out what we think. Because people shutting up, sitting down and hiding is not doing nothing. I got to drive now. See you later, 007. Remember that some people didn't sign up. Yeah, some people didn't sign up to uncover all these truths. They literally will just shift with that. Yeah, I think that as well, you know, on that side of things. Some people may really love the way the world is. They don't see nothing, you know, but some of us are fed up with it now. It's just like, yeah, had enough of this one. Yeah, Abel Danger reveals truth all the time. His live stream, very good. Yeah, I believe he is. I've only seen a few of them. Yeah, Abel Danger. Yeah. It's like birthing pains. We all woke up at the same time. This is what I said, Violet Melon. I said this ages ago. If we all woke up, I see it as, if we all woke up, it's going good. If we all woke up at the same time, can you imagine, right? If you think about how you felt when you first found out you'd been lied to and all the horrible stuff as well. Angry. Now, can you imagine? Know what everyone would be talking to each other. Everyone would be angry. Just want to go. It'd be like The Purge, the film. Everyone would want to be killing each other, and it'd be in proper chaos. That's what they wanted, right? This is why Q has done it slowly and done it over time, and it's past through future, because this year it was last year and we can see what's happening. Because yes, there's still things going on. Yes, there is people getting hurt. Yes, there is a bit of chaos. Yes, there's violence, but it's not as much as it would have been, because there's people like us that know and can calm people down. Yeah, I know about the sylphs. We couldn't have woke up at the same time. So when people are going, oh, I woke up 50 years ago, and you've only woke up now, this is the way it had to be. Because we couldn't have all woke up at the same time, because no one would have, everyone had been like, do you know what I mean? I think there's still going to be people, when all the shit properly hits the fan, that people are going to end up in hospital, like you said. Some people are not going to be able to get their brain around it all, but we're ready. They said way back, before Kennedy and stuff like that, the people are not ready. It's like that film. You can't handle the truth. We can. I can handle it, because I've been through all the ups and downs of the emotions of it. I still hold anger. I am trying to get rid of that. It's not worrying that, oh, I haven't got rid of my anger now, we're not moving, we're not ascending. It's the ascension. I believe the ascension is knowing it's coming into balance. It's just, we all hold the light and the dark, like the dark sun and light sun, like the guy on Flat Earth says. It's merging together, as above so below. It's merging together. We have to hone our dark and the light in and come into balance. That's what it's all about, so we can live here on our plane in harmony with the earth and everybody on it, everything on it. Yep, awakening is traumatic. But the trauma sort of gives us teachings, and even the mistakes you've made in your past, it's all to teach you. It's to purge all the stuff we don't want in our lives, to purge all the stuff we don't want to be. How can you come on, think of it like this now, a different way, as if we all lived, which I do believe we did at one time, in a perfect harmony. We wanted to taste what duality was, because it's always been perfect. Maybe it got a bit like, So, in our meat suits, of our 666 meat suits. So, we came to see what it's like to have good and bad, yin and yang, you know, and then get rid of it. And that's what we're doing, because we've realised, hey, guess what? It's not really working. It's not really working. We need to come back into balance with Earth. Yeah, Earth, heart. Exactly. Your heart, your centre, you put your arms out in a cross. The centre's here, it's your heart. Mother Earth, as I like to call it. This is why I had this tattoo ages ago. I don't know why I had it. is our mother. We reside with her. We ground on her. You'll feel all the energies. It'll make you feel better and everything, as I've talked about before. I said I'm not getting this tattoo finished off because it was supposed to be shaded round here, but I'm leaving it now because, as Q's always said, it's dark to light. It was meant to be left like that, so it is staying like that. Maybe it's a bit Sophia-y. I don't know. Yeah, someone just said about sylphs. I don't know if anyone's heard about the sylphs, if anyone thinks it's true, but it looks like there's clouds up there. Some will say chemtrails, but I've seen some that look all sparsy, that people call sylphs. I've got a book where it looks like what a sylph would look like, and they look like they eat chemtrails. That might sound batshit crazy, but I've seen something like that. I know 007 has, when I told him, and he said he's seen it as well, and you can get rid of them as well, the bad clouds, but they look like they're sort of demolishing chemtrails. There's another one to think about. People might be going, what? But yeah, I've seen the videos on sylphs. I've seen them in the sky, and I've watched them look like they are demolishing or transmuting a chemtrail. Not really talked about that one, but I have seen it. So who knows? Because, like I said, this place we live on is not what you think it is. Like that John Thor song on his channel. This world is not what you think it is. And it's okay. It's just, don't be in fear. I just say go with the flow. It's like Q said, the last one's going to be magical. We've got the king coming back, you know, the king. Lord of the Rings, the king. Counteracting them. Yeah. Sylph or Sylph. I think it's SYLPH, Sylph. Then you think of the Sith. Or you're thinking of the Sith, you know, like Star Wars, the Sith. Weird. Everything we know was a lie. Yeah, Sylphs. They're vaping instead. They quit smoking, they're vaping instead. Maybe they are. But some people believe they are air entities, the elements, which I believe in anyway, because I believe earth, air, fire and water. Some people are like, it's a bit witchcraft, it's a bit this, as above, so below. No, it's not. They're elements. So if there's air elements, what are air elements? Are we going to start seeing these things? Fire elements, earth elements, water elements. Water's above, water's below. Who knows? You know, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying I like to think different things. I don't think what we're told. Oh, thank you. Oh, like I said again, the trauma, even in the way of relationships you've been in, things in the past, trauma in life is like getting us ready for what's coming. Anyone gets that? Hi, Stephen. It's getting us ready. You know, when you start to realise what it is that you actually need in life and not want and not lust for, it's easier. And we got too greedy, and we're beginning to. A lot of us are beginning to realise that now. And we want to work with people. We want to work in harmony. We want to work for humanity. We don't want to be fighting against different races of people, different, you know, this, that and the other, because that's all rubbish. They put that there to keep us fighting, which is even what I say about Tommy Robinson. Yes, there's truths that are coming out about certain things he's saying, but the mainstream media are putting certain things out, so certain people of religions and this, that are fighting each other, and you've even got people on the Tommy Robinson side who watch the mainstream media and feed into all their lies that mainstream media are saying. Saying about Tommy as in they might support Tommy, but they're going more down the route of more violence, more hating on other sides, and this, that and the other. And then you've got the other sides really hating on Tommy obviously because of that. They're not looking beyond that, if anyone gets what I'm saying, because, you know, I think Tommy's good at what he's saying. He's a Lionheart, but there's other things going on, obviously, because of the mainstream media. And then you've got people feeding into that, even the people that follow Tommy but are watching mainstream media and still don't get it. You know, if anyone gets what I'm saying. It probably sounds a bit weird. I know what I'm talking about in my own head, but yeah, the trauma is a blessing. It is a blessing. It has brought us all here, and it is. If you didn't, for one, if you woke up and didn't get upset with the situations that you may come across, hi Roxanne, yay! If you didn't get upset by what you found out down them rabbit holes and made the horrible stuff with kids and satanic this, that and the other. If you haven't come across that yet, well, get prepared, folks. But a lot of you will know what I mean. If you don't get upset and angry about that, then you must be a non-virtual player in this game, or whatever you are. You must be not real. You must be not a real living soul, because the Flat Earth Paradise video put up 144,000 living souls going back to centre. So are there people out there that aren't the living souls, not real? Is it a computer? You know, people say it's a computer game. To me, the real people of the ones who were going back to heart centre would be the ones who feel. Oh, you shouldn't show your feelings. Yes, you should, because showing your feelings means you're, I hate saying human, because I don't actually know what we really are. But I do believe that this is, yes, it is a 666 meat suit, because it's, what is it, 6 protons in carbon, blah, blah, blah. What we're made up is 666. So when they say the mark of the beast, we're mark of the beast. This is mark of the beast. Man. And it's man-made stuff that has got us where we are today. It is man at the top of these pyramids. I'm not hating on men. I'm just saying it's the man energy. It's the male. The female was taken away. It was split apart. This is what I'm saying about things merging back together. We all know the female energy and the male energy is coming back together and merging into one, because it needs to. Like I said, it's not all this stupid agenda stuff they're going on about, oh, be this if you feel a bit more womanly. No, men have feminine divine energy in them, and women have male energy in them. We've had the both, but they're trying to make you think it's something else. You know, revenge is sweet, and like JFK Jr. will have a great, oh God, do you know, I can't wait. I'm so excited. And it's not to be saying I told you so. A little bit, I won't lie, a little bit, but not like big-headed, you know, a little bit. It's just like, we were trying to tell you, nobody was listening because you thought we were crazy. We weren't doing it. We just, more so, I just can't wait. It's not even a I told you so, it's so the people know we're not crazy. And then it'll be like, ah, shit, she wasn't crazy. Reverend Simon Sideways out there, if anyone knows his channel, you will see. You're one of them. I would love an apology off in the end, so we'll just see. I don't hate you. You're just on the thing. We're all on the same path, but you don't even know it. These people support Trump, but they don't realise he's a part of Q, but they don't like Trump, and they're shouting, they don't like Q, they're shouting Q is crap and all this. Well, I would love an apology off you soon, very soon. And I know they'll all sit there, if anyone's from that channel, and go, oh, she keeps saying this, she's been saying it for ages, because we all know if you're on the Q train, they've been saying this for ages, something big's coming, loads of things have been happening. They're not looking though, because they don't want to research. That's fair enough, it doesn't matter, it's coming whether they like it or not. And it's all for the good anyway. But I would love an apology, but I guess we'll see. Saying I'd love one, but you know, it'd be quite funny. Just a tad. Not in one of those ways like, no, I told you so, I'm evil. It's just like, I told you so, I was trying to help, you know, that sense. Not like, I told you so, I have to win. It's just, no, I told you so because I could see it, I've seen him, it's for the good, it's for the love, it's for us, it's for humanity. Oh my God, you know, like that sort of thing. It's like, we were trying to help, but ooh, hi Lisa Tooley. If I don't come, look what it's done for us all. If it doesn't, this is what I mean. And I just could not see this not happening. If it didn't happen, I've said this before. If this all ended up being a hoax, that some people think it is, I do not. So I'm just saying, for example, I would come on here and say, right, we've been on this journey of Q and beyond before, I should say. Oh God, it was a hoax. Oh, but I tell you what, we've had a good crack on the way, and we've met beautiful people in chat who are all for humanity. You know what I mean? And we've had a good laugh. Do you know what I mean? We've had a good time trying to figure out the truth out. So I will be the first to jump on here and say, I got the wool pulled over my eyes yet again. But we tried, and we had a laugh, and we tried our hardest. Do you know what I mean? But it ain't going to happen. Oh, too much has gone on. Too much evidence, though people think there isn't out there. No. No one has to be right. No. It's just more of the... I don't even know what the word is. It's just... some people out there will want to be like, ha, we were right. It's more like, I just want the world to be in harmony with everything. I just want the wars to stop. I want the lies to stop. I hate liars. I don't mean little while, I just mean big. I hate liars. I don't even want to say hate, because I don't even think that's a nice word. I just want it to go back to the way it was. I believe, my sister said, oh yeah, but we all came from caveman's. Right, okay. Oh, we've all been, hostile. I said, no, I don't think we were when we were created. I think we were all living in harmony until certain things came in and took over, and then we got greedy, and then materialistic, and this, that, and the other, and then everyone got like, shiny things like magpies. We all got distracted, so we don't look up to the skies anymore or anything else. We're always looking at other stuff, and celebrities, the wrong stars to be looking at, the luminaries, is the wrong people to be looking at. I've got glitter on my mouth. So, yeah, we are bringing the magic back in our life. Yeah, the magic with the K. Yeah, that's what I said today about, what did I say? Something about heart homebound. I just think it's heart homebound. Why do people... The only reason why people fight... I want the crazy to... Exactly, we just want the crazy to stop. We want everyone to be... It doesn't matter what colour skin you've got, what your beliefs are, as long as it's not hurting people or killing people or raping kids or whatever. Sorry, but I will put that out there. We want to be helping each other. The reason why it is the way it is today is because people got too greedy. They're too busy looking at other people. I want that. Too busy looking at stupid celebrities getting paid stupid amounts of money. And the thing is, we have a very wealthy world with a lot of very, very rich people, billionaires. Why do they need all that money? They don't need all that money to be deceiving us with other things. Taxpayers' money with NASA. They could feed the world loads of times over and help people out. We don't even need money. Do you know what I mean? We should be going back a little bit. Yeah, we can have technology, it just needs to be in balance. I'm not into all this, no, we don't need technology. I think we came from technology and then we forgot about it. These things aren't new, I don't believe. But when people get greedy and they want what everyone else has got, keeping up with the Joneses, I'm not into all that. You will never be happy chasing. You're looking up, I don't mean you lot in chat, you're looking up to celebrities wanting what? Because I bet behind closed doors their lives are not what you think it is. The Queen could feed us all. Yes, she could, and she's going to, I believe, in the end, because I don't think she's getting away with it. Not looking good on the Q side with that. And Theresa May. Treason, act of war. So just saying. Yeah, we have been brainwashed like animals, and now it's time for us to wake up, smell the coffee, and do this, because, you know what I mean? Yeah, sports stars, movie players, they're all being paid absolutely ridiculous amounts of money. Even footballers, sorry guys, but they are. You don't need to be paid that much money. And they go on about people starting this, that and the other. Oh, there's this charity out there. Are there? Not all charities are what you think they are. I'm not saying all of them. But there are fraudsters out there. So, just saying. They live in big mansions, big massive houses to go, oh, look at the stat, to fit their ego in, to fit the size of their head in. Because, really, if you lived in a big mansion, yeah, they're lovely. Where the hell do you live in a mansion? Say there's only 2 of you, or you've got 2 kids, or even 4 kids. How many kids you've got? You live in a mansion. What part of the house do you really think you live in? You probably live in, I mean, if you're in a nice country with nice weather, it's probably lovely, but where do you live in? Do you live in the kitchen a bit, in the front room? Do you live in the whole of that house? Do you really need to have, like, 1 million bedrooms and 60,000 toilets? You know, are you using all of them? No, you're just a greedy bastard. Sorry, but I'm just going to put that out there. Do you really need that? And there's people on the streets and this, that and the other. Oh no, but you're in your house with a wall around, aren't you? All nice and safe with your 50,000 toilets and your... I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe if you work for something and you're not pulling the wool over people's eyes, yeah, you do deserve nice things. I'm not even saying that about you don't deserve nice things. There's people out there getting money for not much that they're doing. And they live in these big houses and they're going on like, oh yeah, look, oh, these people starving out, oh, we're going to help and all that. And it's like, you're not helping to do anything. A lot of it's visual. Things going on in the Middle East where they've said they're paying for money. The UN, you're paying for money where you're building new houses over there where they've got bombed. We saw a video where they'd only built 2 and left the rest. They're taking the money, they're not doing anything. But it would look like that on the news, wouldn't it? We all know about false flags. I'm not saying people don't die, and I'm not saying it's all not true, but we know about it. And they think we don't, but we do. Yeah. Some people happily give their energy away, happily sell their soul to the devil for greediness. You know? But the thing is, you've got to remember, anyone watching as well who's got a channel out there who's not, you know what I'm saying? These fakers at the top, millions and millions of subscribers, are probably put the numbers on. You've got to be careful because you're getting seen for what you are. And we all know, apparently there's been a few people dropping. I've seen a few dramas going on. I don't know who these people are because they're way high up makeup people and someone's having a thing with this and I don't even know who they are. But they're actually, the YouTubes are going down and things are happening. Not just good people. You're going to get seen for what you are. You lot out there, I'm not talking to people in chat or people I watch. I'm talking about other people, certain people we've seen that have poo-hooed Q and all that, and you got paid off. You're going to get seen for what you are. You already have. What did Q say? These people won't be able to walk down the street. Nice one, taking the money. It's not going to do you any good when the whole world knows what you are, is it? What are you going to do? Go and hide? It's not going to do you any good, is it? That's what I think. Meghan's supposed to be going to be arrested for treason. The royal family may cover up. I don't know if the royal family are going to get covered up. I think it's all going to be seen, or I mean, something big's going to happen anyway. We don't even need them, do we? Yeah. Divine sight. Not about how rich one is. It's what they do. How they got it. Well, I've said that to someone before because they go, say for instance, oh, Trump, when did he get his money from anyone? It's like, sorry, I'm getting a dry mouth. My lipstick's going dry. And it's like, yeah. You can have money, but it's like, what do? Do you give it back? Well, like, how did you get that money? Some people think Trump got money. Got a friend who goes, oh, Trump got his money. He's a cabal. No, he wasn't. He didn't get his money like that. No, he didn't. Do some research and you'll find out he didn't. But yeah, it is like that with some people. It's like, how do you get your money? What do you do with your money? So people say money is the root of all evil. In this sense, it is because we don't really need it. But then again, it's not even really that. It's, if I had loads of money, what would I do with it? If I was a millionaire, what would I do with it? I'd like to do something giving back to the community in art, healing or something. That's what I'd love to do. Build a community where like-minded people, I don't know, it's just something beautiful. You don't need all that money. You don't need all that money. Dolly, play the WhatsApp message I sent. Oh, sorry. I've not got it on thingy, so I couldn't hear it. Something dodgy going on with the baby. Something dodgy with the royals, full stop. But it'll all come out. It'll all come out. Yeah, the love of money. Exactly. It's the love of money. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. What am I playing? Only play the WhatsApp message. Yeah, the WhatsApp message with you talking. Yeah, no, yeah. Let me know. Lots of money. Check out Deadpool betting. Deadpool betting? What the hell's that? Oh. Oh yeah, I mean, some people are probably going to be upset, but when you find out about what they bet on, people's lives, hunting, and they don't hunt animals, people, they hunt kids. Saying out there, Black Forest, that the Rothschilds got rid of. Just throwing that out there. Be prepared, people, for what you may find out, because it ain't good. But like I said, you've got to see it. You've got to digest it. You've got to get over the anger, the pain, the heartache. You've got to swallow it, and we've got to move on. It's not about getting angry. You've got to eat that up, because we're doing it for now, you know, to eventually for the future. Yeah, 007. Do you mean this one?
I've lived 6 years, I drive home.
You mean this one?
I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
Yeah, you have to play it. It's just me laughing at you and your 55. Oh, right. He's laughing at me going on about the 50,000 toilets. Hang on. This is double O if you can hear it.
I'm listening to you as I drive home, and I'm laughing. You with your 50,000 toilets. 50,000 toilets.
Well, I'm glad I made you laugh, 007, because the thing is, 50,000 toilets. What do you need to have 50,000 bog rolls to wipe your ass with your 50,000 toilets? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You wouldn't really have 50,000 toilets, but, you know, they have lots of toilets, bathrooms, washrooms, whatever you want to call it. Well, I told you I'd make you laugh today. Yeah, I mean, how many toilets do you need to wipe your ass with? Do you know how many toilets do you need? Do you have one toilet? Like, today I'm going to have a wee in that toilet. I mean, you'd have to use them all, wouldn't you? So, today I'm going to go to that toilet and have a wee, and then I need to go to the second toilet to have a poo, and then the third toilet because I need another wee. I think I'll just have to use all the toilets in the house. They probably only use one toilet, though. Just let me play that again. That was so funny. You've got to have a laugh of it or you'd cry, do you know what I mean? So this is why you've got to get the positive vibes on.
I'm listening to you as I drive home, and I'm laughing.
Oh, this is 007, by the way.
You with your 50,000 toilets. 50,000 toilets.
But what would you do with a massive, big... Where do they live in it? Some of them are massive. They probably own... You know, they say the heart of the kitchen, most people might congregate... Don't get me wrong, I'd love a big house, but they don't need to be that big. Heart of the kitchen. The kitchen's the heart of the home. So some people have really big kitchens where you can have a big kitchen and it sort of has like sofas and chairs in there anyway. I don't know what to say in America. And you mainly live in that room, like the family room. So what are the other rooms for? It's just for your head. And to show off, oh, and I have got my, you know, like they do cribs and all that, which I think is a load of bollocks. It's one of them, innit? Whose house is this we live in? Wow, I have 50 bedrooms with ensuite toilets. There's me 50 bathrooms. You know, I have a house in the back that caters my 100 dogs and, you know, this, that and the other. And I don't know, they just have all this stuff, don't they? You know, like, this house is for my big head with my big ego. It has to fit in, you know, in this big house. Whose house? Who lives in a house like this? Oh my God. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, your staff to keep the mansion. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, they don't do all the mundane stuff, do they? No. But why don't they let the homeless come and live in their big mansions? They have like pool houses that are bigger than my house. Do you know what I mean? Pool houses like another house. Oh God. I'm not slagging people off who've worked hard, but I'm just saying, you know, we don't need a lot to live a good life, is what I'm trying to say. So, you know. And I've been on for ages as well, haven't I? But I'm trying to say, what was I trying to say about? Yeah, so about the going back to centre. Hi everyone, hi. Amanda, globe denier. Whoop whoop, another globe denier. It's just, and the karma thing I've said before is, you have got to look back at your past, last year, the year before, anything that is dragging you down, making you upset, whether it be family or friends. You can't choose the family you made into. You need to let go. Even if it's something you've done that you think was bad, or you said something, or you hurt someone, acknowledge it, deal with it, apologise in yourself out loud to, if you can't do it to that person, and just let it go. Because if you don't, you will bring it into the next year and the next year and the next year. That is karma. To me, that is what karma is. That's what I believe karma is it's you taking your baggage again to the next cycle. The next cycle is, by the way, New Year's Eve isn't New Year's Eve. New Year's is It's not. New Year's is spring, innit? When the cycle starts again, going with the seasons and everything. Is they even got us on that as well, is you don't want to be taking all that baggage with you. People who are still upset with their ex-partners, so just get over it. I have. And I didn't have a good thing happen to me with my ex and my situation. It was heartbreaking, but they could be listening because I know they watch sometimes. I'm all right with that situation now and that person and that, and you just have to get on with it. You know, you can keep going on and on, but it's not doing anything. All it does is make you ill, make you sad, bring negativity into your life that's not needed. We're just swallowing it. It is what it is, and I do believe that you have bumps in the road, up mountains sometimes to some people. Maybe it's to do with the karma thing, I don't know. That you have to have them, just like I said with Earth. You can't flatline all the way through your life when we came to play this game here, whatever it is that we're doing. Because if we flatlined all the time, it'd be pretty boring. You wouldn't learn your lessons. Your trauma, your mistakes are lessons, and you learn by these lessons. And if you don't learn by these lessons, you will get knocked on the head bigger and bigger each time until you'll wake up to what it is you're doing. I believe that in one of my situations, I got knocked on the head. I don't mean I got knocked on the head, big time in a relationship, because I wasn't listening. I knew this situation was going to happen again, and I chose not to listen. Don't need to go into it, but the universe was telling me, and I wasn't listening. And when you don't listen, it knocks on your head again. If you know, for example, you're in a bad relationship and you're just choosing to stay there because it's easy, or whatever it is, there's lots of different situations, scenarios. It'll keep giving you shit till you leave, or you leave that job, or whatever it is. It's giving you messages all the time. And then when you do, you realise things get easier. They might not seem it at first. You look back at anything that happened to you, it gets easier and easier after time. When you've been to rock bottom, the only way is up. You can't go any further down. So where'd you go? You go up and you start climbing again. And you get up that mountain and back down the other side. Yay! And all I'd like to say is, this is why it's called the Great Awakening. It is the Great Awakening. This is why they say, with Q even, don't have to be on it or not, it doesn't matter. It's the greatest time to be alive. No one's seen this happen before. That side's coming in with this side. This has never merged before. They've tried to keep it apart for so long. They've deceived us. And that's why I say, it is going with him, but I will still talk about things because I want to see what's going on, because this will go down in real history. Not the fake one, of how we all woke up to the biggest piece of, don't even know what the word is, earth lie ever, and all to do with the globies. It's the globalists that do this. So yeah, I put the trust in the universe, because when I listen, it's good. When I don't, you get little things thrown at you. And this is a side that I believe is merging beyond the veil that people think isn't there, that is there. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it isn't there. Energies and stuff. It's all about balance. But like I said, we're the living souls. You're not a living soul if you don't feel for it. So please don't be down with yourself if some days you're feeling shitty, because we're all going up and down. You're still feeling anger. The thing is, to me, if you know, sometimes you're saying things, even Fifth World said that today on her channel, sometimes she feels like she's getting at people. People might think she's being a bitch. I feel like that sometimes when I'm talking to people off here, like, because I get so like, oh my God. But I'm realising I can't wake people up now. It's up to them. You know, we're all here, and if people come in, that's brilliant. Dolly, I need your skill to fresh my brain to stay and express new idea from same real world. Oh, thank you. I am a personal shopper here in eBay area, and some of the house I deliver to are outrageously huge, and no one is home to enjoy. Exactly. I'd have a few people living in there. That's what I mean. I know people who set themselves a low standard and fail to achieve it. Think better. Yeah, and think better of yourselves as well, and don't let anyone put you down, because that's what they want as well. They want it to make you feel like you're nothing, you're worthless. They're trying to say, the globies are trying to say, the globalists, Earth is spinning around, you know, so many miles an hour, and we're nothing, basically, and nothing, we know, we just came out of the Big Bang. It's bollocks. All I'm saying. We are more than we know. You know, it's all right to get angry as long as you know, and you're sort of trying to look at that aspect of your shadow self, you know, a bit like the dark sun. We're all merging, and I think because it's merging and we're purging and merging, you're going to get all sorts of feelings coming up, even if you're trying your hardest not to get angry. I'm doing it, but I know I'm doing it as well, so I know it's not like I'm not aware. It's about being aware. I'm not aware that I'm doing it. I'm very aware that I'm doing it. I'm very aware when I've said something to someone. I mean, off here, there's a friend that I get angry with all the time. Not nasty angry, just like, oh my God, can't you see what's going on? And sometimes I'll swear, but it's not meant in a horrible way. You know, I just want people to see. You know, and we all feel a bit like that. But and to people who were on before about feeling that you're alone and family think you're mad, they all think we're mad. I'm just lucky that my dad's in here and my dad knows I've got that, and my sister's awake to it but not that bothered, and my mum's just like, but this is why I like coming in here, because we have a lot of awake people in here, whether you're just waking up a bit or whatever it is. Bye, Skywatcher. But just to know you're not alone. If you start looking around on people's different channels, if you ever hear me saying, oh, go and look at this, see if you resonate, you'll see there's a lot of us, and it's worldwide. It's not just the UK, it's not just America, it's worldwide, because people are talking. They thought they could stop it, but they can't. So that's all I want to say. So yeah, so I've been on. I'm getting tired now, so I'll probably be on again soon. I think me and Roxanne and the Blow will probably be doing something soon. So I just wanted to come on and say that you're not alone. Good things are coming, good things are coming. There is a change coming, whether people like it or not. Believe in what you believe. There's a change coming. I believe it's for the better. There's a change coming. It can't be stopped, because it just can't. It just can't be stopped. Nothing's going to stop it. It's very frustrating at times, more so when those close to yeah, no taxes tonight. Ooh, must be a change. It is very frustrating, and that's why when it's close friends and family, it's so upsetting. I could cry. I've cried when I've shouted at my sister and mum before my sister was a bit more awake with it, because she even said, oh, I'm looking into more of the spiritual stuff now. I said, it's to do with that as well, though. It's a merging of what they took away. So it is very frustrating, and I get angry with people because it's out of frustration, but at the same time it's out of love. It's out of I just want this, especially when I think people are being a bit negative, like, oh, it's woe is me, and it's the same side of the coin, and like that. No, it's different. It's totally different. What else can we do but continually push off the edges of... Oh, thank you, Skywatcher. I just get dead excited when the rabbit comes up. The white rabbit, by the way, just because... thank you, Skywatcher. Thank you. Oh, there is links to making donations and stuff. I never shout it out because I always forget that there is. Just to say, but I just get very excited when the white rabbit comes off. So if you haven't subscribed, please sub. It doesn't mean you're paying for anything. It just means hopefully you'll see me when I come up. Notifications don't always work because we know what YouTube are doing, but I've seen a difference on YouTube as well, slightly. What else can we do but continuously push off from the edges of consciousness into something you have not yet become? Yeah. And I just want to say to anyone that's new on the channel, because I have seen new names, whether that's people coming in from viewers that don't normally come in chat, you'll find that everybody's nice in chat. Don't be scared to say hello, get involved. And I've grown a lot on my channel. My channel's about, I just randomly chat about anything, but at the minute it is about truth, Q, JFK Jr., what's going on. I'll show me art, I'll show things I've bought, like this new top I got. It's just random. But I like to talk. I always have liked to talk, haven't I, Dad? I never shut up. I used to get told off in the class for sitting at the back of class and yakking and not doing my work, but hey ho, I need a radio show, though I've got a show on here. It'd be nice to get paid for it one day, but you never know. Who knows? Just saying. 9 days till I'm connected to the internet after moving. Oh, I thought I'd not seen you for a bit, Rachel. Haha. Okay, that's good then. Wow, there are much technology advanced in a week. Yeah, and all you've got to think is energy and Tesla, and there's just lots of good things coming. Love your channel, Dolly. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Amanda. I'm just bonkers, but that's okay because most of us are, apparently. People will see in the end, that we were trying to help. Yes, a Dolly radio. Dolly radio! Yay! In America. The Dolly Show. The Dolly Radio. Yeah, Dolly Radio. Yeah. Wake Up with Dolly. Yeah, we could have Wake Up with Dolly in the mornings. That'd be good, wouldn't it? With a brew and a coffee. Yeah. So, yeah, if anyone wants to give me a job. Or just donate to help. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm sure there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember because obviously, like, I'm not a professional, so you know. What else was I going to say? I don't know. Coming back here. So, thank you. I just think it's, in the end, we'll have actual We the People news channels that are actually putting the truth out, and it'll all be positive stuff as well. Like, look at these people helping to build these lovely communities and planting plants and food and blah blah. All the good stuff we want to see. Not all what the celebrities doing. She's lost weight. He's lost weight. He's gone off with her. She's having sex with him. Blah. Oh, by the way, Stormy Daniels has admitted she didn't have sex with Donald Trump. Well, we all knew that anyway because it's what they were saying. Stormy Daniels, the storm is coming. And people are there. I've got a friend who went, yeah, well, he had sex with... No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. What? You're there looking at mainstream media again. Feeding into it. Nope. Here's a thought, Dolly and Lionel. Oh, my God. Donny and... Can you imagine? Dolly and Lionel radio podcast. Think about that. Lionel Nation. Oh, my God. Take nothing personal, not even from family not awake to observe. Yeah. Let it slide off you like a duck, just walk away. This is what I'm learning, and I'm finding it so difficult, but it's true, is I will say that Lisa Tooley is... I said to my sister and my mum, because my mum thinks too much, and she always thinks the worst, and this isn't even about... Yeah, good riddance to Jeremy Kyle, just let me shout that one out in a minute, is... my mum's always thinking about stuff, not Q and that, she's not, and she thinks I'm bonkers anyway, but fanfare Rianne. I make a joke, like not being big-headed, just a joke. When she goes, what have you been doing? I go, saving the world, like Pinky and the Brain. Was it Pinky and the Brain? Or Ren and Stimpy, Pinky and the Brain. What have you been doing today? And he goes, taking over the world. I'm like, saving the world. And she's like, oh my God, you're so mad. I'm like, I've said to her, Mum, stop thinking. Think, and then let it go. Stop procrastinating on it. Observe, because... She got told a few things. I'm not going to go into it of the way she is. My mum's lovely, but she sort of needs to get told, and my sister sort of told her in a nice way, because I'd have got a bit more like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't want to hurt her. But she sort of got told, and she was like, you know, I do this. And I was like, well, we didn't want to say, but it needed to be told. And now she's like, I understand how I can make you feel sometimes. And I'm like, put it this way, my mum's quite materialistic, and she's always like, I always feel like she's not been proud of us because we don't live in a big mansion with 50,000 bathrooms. You know what I mean? I'm like, Mum, it's very materialistic. We're happy the way we are. It's okay. Yes, I could be more happier, when I find a good person and to be with and stuff like that. But I'm okay, I'm all right. I'm doing okay. And that's all. That's good. I'm not materialistic. But my mum's quite materialistic. But I'm just like, Mum, before you say something, because you say something sometimes. I do it as well. I'm learning this as well. Don't get me wrong. If anyone's watching, who knows. I said to her, you've got to observe what you're going to say before you say it. And then either don't say it or say it in a different way. I'm learning this as well. Oh my God, it is so hard. Yeah, Pinky and the Brain, do you remember? You're doing today, Pinky, taking over the world like we do every day. Something like that. I'm like, trying to save the world. Not just me, with everybody. Oh my God, it's so funny. I want a tiny home. Do you know what? I love the tiny homes. I love the little caravans. I love the tiny home project where they make things into houses, and oh my God, I love it. But I won't be driving one because I don't drive, so I love it. I like watching them programs. I've been watching them. I love them. It's not where you live, but how you live. Exactly. If you've got good friends, supporting proper friends, not fake ass friends on Facebook and everywhere else, or thumbs up and all that. Proper friends, good family. People you can have a laugh if that's all you need. I got a roof over your head, somewhere to sleep, something to eat. Hopefully a little garden, because the garden's good, or you can get some out somewhere. That is what else do you need? Love. You're in a relationship, you need someone who's good, someone who's respectful, someone in balance with you. Doesn't mean they have to be exactly the same, but someone who knows what respect is, someone who knows what proper love is, not fake ass love. There's fake ass love out there. There is fake ass love out there. Me. It's about supporting each other. It's about balance. So, yeah, Jeremy Kyle, it's about time you went off the show because your show's crap. It's very boring. Same thing, who's the father of the blah, 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 blah. I even heard 2 girls on the bus the other day saying, oh, well, it's good because it makes me feel better about myself. What are you watching it for anyway? It's the same old all the time. And a guy apparently committed suicide after the show or something. I mean, yeah, no, that's not good, maybe on Jeremy Cat, whatever happened, because I don't really know, because I don't really watch TV. But I think the funny thing is, I think they bringing Vanessa Feltz on, which was really weird, because in my head, well, they need to bring Vanessa Feltz back on, because she used to do a better show, I thought, years back, because she actually talked about different things. It wasn't the same old. Tell you what, get me on there. We'll have a Dolly show, and we'll talk about loads of different things. Yeah? Dolly. You know, when the TV's been brought down, and it might go back up with We the People, can I have a chat show on there, you know, when it's proper? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. More about positivity, not doom and gloom of who's the father of the father and I've lost money and you've nicked this off me and doom and gloom. If that's what they think makes people feel happy about yourself, no, it doesn't. We need a show with positive people on, helping people, showing people to grow stuff, getting out in nature, arting, singing, making fantastic music, getting people on like that and bigging it up and showing people what they should be like, showing people how to live alongside each other, showing people from different cultures, race, all that, showing them together, being united, doing different things that we want to see, not all that crap stuff. It's crap and everyone watches it brainwashed. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, yeah, exactly, Amanda, you're at Vibe Attracts Your Tribe, exactly. And if you think of the BBC and it's attracting that tribe, do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm gonna go and finish my drink off, and I'll see you at some point this week. Keep trucking, as if to say, keep strong. Like I said, you're not alone. We're all doing it together. Worldwide, you are not alone. It feels like you are sometimes, especially if you're in an area where it doesn't seem like there's many people talking about it, or you can't talk to people. Get on this channel, other people's channel. You know, you might see there's people around you in your area from where you live or something, but just keep trucking. So, it was a grand time, Dolly. It was. So I'm going now. So I shall see you soon. Probably forgot something. I'll probably remember tonight, but Flat Earth Paradise channel, if you want to go and check that out, the latest one, take out what you might like. I'm not saying believe it all, but I just loved it. 33 viewers. The 33 degree. Oh, it's just gone to 31. But what I will say about 33 is, apparently, they say, at the centre of the Earth, flat Earth, the 4 little lands, is something to do with the 33 degrees of the something of the centre. So no wonder they use that number. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, symbols. We're taking our symbols back, by the way. So, catch you all soon. Where we go one, we go all. And I'll see you soon. Bye.